Fix my camera. Yeah, I got a 2-year-old that likes to pop out of the bath and run behind me, so I had to stop streaming the quickness last time. But I'm finna react to this 607 on. This dude is off the wall, but it's like, where does he get this shit from, to be honest?
That's a great answer, man. So you feel like the whole world is being controlled?
Everybody wrong. Everybody. There's 144,000 right people on the earth, and they with me. The rest of you wrong. So how many people is wrong? If only 144,000 is right.
That's like 7 billion.
Yeah. So 7 billion people are wrong. All the wrong. All the wrong. All the wrong. Every religion is wrong. Every religion.
Now, do you truly believe that there's no religion that has a grasp on society and what's going on in the world?
Religion cannot. Religion is based on control. Once you put somebody else in the middle of you and God, you can't go. That's a lot of people don't know. Once you play to somebody else, you take the power away from yourself. Every time you beg a big in the sky for something. Alright? You begging. Stop playing on me. So every time you do that, you take away your blessings, you take the power away from you. You got a universe inside of you. I just told you that everything you create comes from you. If you want a better life, create it then. The problem is everybody trying to change it from the outside, but life is made for you to observe. So once you create it, you can't touch it. Whatever you created is what it is. You got to create something else then. That's why you can't have no attachments. Because some things don't come out good, but everything that come out is me. That's what I got wrong. Because ain't no bad and good. Everything got a balance. It ain't got to be good, but it got to get out of me.
Now, I hear you. Now, what you saying that it sounds similar to a lot of the people who believe in God body and that we are God. We are the ones who make our own path in the world. But you can't have that. Can you have that set of beliefs and still believe that there's a divine entity or a divine power?
It got to be a divine energy because consciousness is divine energy. Remember I told you we get downloads. Who you think control them downloads? Yeah, now you get it. Now you get it. The consciousness is God. That a lot of people don't know. He right here. He everywhere. He in everything. Even in this simulation. But the light that's walking is inside of you. Because everything comes from inside of you. So I don't know. A lot of people don't know.
That's wild, man. Now that's interesting. Interesting take.
On Larry Davis, guys. On religion. I ain't got no religion. like Charleston White.
Now, a lot of the things that you're talking about, man, has been discussed and debated extensively online.
Oh,
man.
talk. Can't nobody talk. We're not talking. These are vibrations. Your mind perceives these as words. He says, you just feeling it. That's all I'm about. There's no such thing as language. Listen. When the fall came, the language was created to confuse everybody. You ain't read the Bible? This is not real. Now, I can talk to you right now without saying, but you won't get the message because you don't vibrate right. And you know, I don't got no words, gang. Only vibrations. You perceive these as words.
Now, how could you communicate without words?
Through the mind. Because same way God communicates, same way the universe communicates, you download it. This is communication right here. Everything around my face. It's called communication, you dumb. Everything is communicating. This communicating with the ants telling it to move. This communicating with the sun. How the you think holding up the sun and the moon? You see a screen on it? It's this. It's all of this. It's not oxygen. They lied. They lied to you. Ain't no such thing as oxygen.
Well, the theory is that it's space.
We're saying theory. Ain't no such.
See this property on Craigslist for $4,300 a month? Well, it's been sitting empty for the last 20 days. And there's 44 million.
This thing is space. Listen, they found error correcting codes in space. How can you find error correcting codes in something unless it's a computer? Make it make sense? They found error correcting codes in space. It's proof. So, if it's error correcting codes, how could there be a space? Space doesn't exist. The space they talking about is the space between the atoms. Listen, let me tell you something. You dumb as a. It's an atom, then a space. An atom, then a space. That's the space. The space between the atom. There's no outer space. There's only inner space. That's space. Space.
I disagree. You know what I'm saying?
How do you disagree? Were you an atom? Listen, your skin is made up of molecules and atoms. Between all of the molecules and atoms is little small pieces of space. If it was just together, then it would be solid. There's no such thing as solid. So everything is atom space. Atom space. It's quantum physics.
Yeah, but atoms are held together through a bond.
No, they held together in the air, by nothing else, by space, by the emptiness. And the scientists have found out that there's more energy in the dark than in the light. So in that empty space is more energy than this, than what we perceive to be solid. What we perceive.
You're correct about light having less energy reflected from darkness.
I'm correct about everything. I can't lie, chill, steal. I can only kill.
Now, I don't want to talk about your beliefs this whole
Yeah, I
time.
think you read about everything. I don't know.
But I do want to ask you
Watch
about
a
that
couple
bike
of
behind
minutes.
you, man. Could you tell me the story behind that?
Listen. You want to talk about boo? But that's Sexy Red, right? Sean Barty, right? This right here. Listen. So this is the #1 Billboard, right? Sexy Red, Sean Barty. Sean Barty, Worldwide was the production, right? We bought this home. This is the first time you ever seen a St. Louis producer and a St. Louis artist go #1 on the Billboard. All right, that's all I want. So we representing, but I'm not here for this. I can't take this with me, gang. I'm here to show everybody how to create this. All right, you can manifest all of this. This shit ain't nothing. Everybody at home can do it right now. I've been trying to teach you, but you don't want me to teach you. You want me to keep talking about this boot. You want me to talk about Sexy Red Brown and how pink he is, because you want to lick this? You want to lick this? You want to lick this plaque? That what you want? You want some? You want some sound white but say you black? You want this on your shit. You want to suck some play on me. Stop playing on me.
Nah, neither of those.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to the play,
You
how come
probably
you
behind
have
the
it?
camera.
Like, was it awarded?
Why wouldn't I have it? If I just told you that Sean Paul see my production, wouldn't I have worldwide that? And Worldwide Hustle is an enterprise, and I'm part of it. Why wouldn't I have one?
Well, that gives the answer right there.
Well, yeah, but Sexy Red come from St. Louis. A lot of people don't know that you got to work for this. She did live music early on. She was on Street Country Grammar 1, right? I took out to Atlanta, and we did a lot of work early on in her career. I do a lot of development in St. Louis, right? You ain't gonna find an artist out of St. Louis that ain't work with me. And if you do, they ain't on the streets.
Now, I like the fact that you put on for St. Louis a lot, man. You hold that up as a big flag on your back, man.
Yeah, because everybody wanna play with St. Louis, right? Everybody thinks St. Louis like just a small place, but everybody keeps stealing from St. Louis, right? Look, Future don't want to act like he's from St. Louis. You know Future from St. Louis?
I heard that he grew up, that he was.
No, he's from St. Louis. He got put on to St. Louis, but they don't want to act like he's from St. Louis. Because back then, St. Louis wasn't accept people. I mean, it's good now, but back then, we wasn't accepting kind of like straight people.
Now,
I'm not saying he's still straight. I'm saying back then, he probably was. When that first song came out, he probably sucked then.
why in the world would like Future? That would probably be a big story, wouldn't it?
No, they can't put it out. They're going to put it out in the future. So wait, in the future, you'll hear about it. Because everybody has to get that. That a lot of people don't know.
Now, since we're talking about your time in St. Louis and your music background, I want to ask you about this $50 million alleged, you know what I'm saying, lawsuit.
I know what, man. Hey, listen, I had $50 million lawsuit on Nelly because I wrote Country Grammar, all right? But I dropped my lawsuit because I got my son music back. My son King B, they had his catalog. They were holding the hostage. So I could put out his music. He could put out music. He put out music in 3 years, right? Because they had gave him $1.2 million over there at RCA. And they kind of like stuck him over there. He couldn't do that. He even gave him the money back. He still couldn't release. So then we went ahead and made it a deal. So I dropped the lawsuit, and now we can put out the music. I'm now moving out in your ass feet on G.
Now, how do you feel like the industry is handling your intellectual property?
Handling me? Man, nobody handling me. Stop playing on me. Who handling me? What you talking about? What you talking about?
I'm talking about your IP, your intellectual property.
Well, I don't know all these big ass words you talking about. They ain't got no property in mind.
Sometimes trying to find the perfect melody to fit your track is a struggle. But you ain't got the struggle. You can.
No, I thought they gave my shit back. They had King B music. They gave it back. But I don't know what all this intellectual. Ain't no such thing as intellectual. Ain't no such thing as IQ. I told you everybody's the same smart. This is the smart. It downloaded in your brain. Ain't no such thing as an IQ. So stop saying all them big ass words. I ain't downloaded them yet.
Man, all right. So you feel like the lawsuit is going well?
No, I said I dropped the lawsuit because they gave me back my son music. What the fuck don't you get?
Okay, there you go.
The lawsuit over, gang. I dropped it. But Ashanti's still a man. That ain't changed. You gotta wake Gotti up. You wake him up, he'll tell you about it. Ashanti a man. She was 403. You know what a 304 is, right?
I know exactly what a 304
So
is.
a 403, that's a chick with and Ashanti is. What's wrong? I can't make this up. So he's still with a man. Even though I got my son music back, we gonna drop it. King B first song gonna be called Ashanti a Man.
Now, what, like,
Cause I wanna see a man. Wake those Gotti up then. Think I'm lying. Think I'm lying. Wake up. Wake her up. Wake up, nigga. You should have died anyway. 50 Cent trolling the shit out you. Wake up. He tired. He ain't gonna get up right now.
now respectfully,
I respect Irv. He's tired. Listen, this how you know that body ain't yours. You think I'm playing, but this how you know. You keep talking about that damn body, but so see, Irv Gotti didn't get up. So look, go get any dead body. Find a nigga that's in the streets. He body in the first place. It was a lease. Stop playing on me. Yeah, that was your body. Why come you don't wake it up, then? And you keep talking about this Jesus, right? And you say Jesus died for your sins, so you sound like a Christian. Well, you got a big problem, because he came back alive in 3 days. Yeah, you ever thought about that? He died for your sins, but he ain't stay dead.
I think about it all the time.
Yeah, he ain't stay dead.
That's true. But, you know, his son of the...
Yeah, he can't even get Sophia. Ain't nobody staying dead for you, Nick. You. God, too, all of them. Allah, Buddha, Confucius. Tell Allah to pop his invisible ass out then. On his magic carpet.
Now, 607, we've heard a lot about your affiliations with your hometown of St. Louis, but there's another city that you're always closely related to, and a lot of people thought originally that you were from.
Oh, B. I'm from Chicago, nigga. I'm from Chicago, St. Louis. I'm from 63rd OTF.
Like, how did you find yourself into that space where a lot of people could compare you with?
You're trying giving Paisley her phone back.
Well, who had it first?
Paisley.
Okay, well, she can play with it until she gets tired of it, and then she'll give it back or put it on the charger for Anna. You want to watch it too?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll ask her to share it with you.
Okay.
To the Chicago blog sphere.
I'm from the streets, gang. I'm from Chicago, St. Louis. What don't you get? Listen, I'm in the trenches. I was in Chicago before niggas was in Chicago. You don't know me. You think you do. You just met me, gang. You don't know who the f*** I am. Stop playing with me.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so don't ask those stupid ass questions like that. Been in the streets. I'm in the streets, gang. California too. Ask the great streets about me. Go state to state, hood to hood. Niggas, stop playing with me. I don't come to play. I'm in the state. So they don't know. Yeah, they know me in the streets though. In Chicago like that. Cause I show love to the community. I'm not holding the keys. I'm showing niggas how to build wealth. Right? So who ain't gonna love it like that? And then plus I'll kill it too. Quick.
You definitely get a lot of love, especially in the comments from Chicago and a lot of...
Yeah, they love me in Chicago because I love them. I respect they dead. And tell them that they all just like they dead. See, if you find out you loving a nigga that's dead, but you find out you still dead too, you be good then. Because you found out you ain't never left him. He's still right here. Just like you still right here. And like none of us is ever here. Because we never been here. I'm a dream.
Now, recently, there was a post that was going viral that Stacey Brookshire
Shit,
put
it
out
might
there
be-
where it looked
You're messing up my head.
like Ken Yella, who's a Chicago rapper, had said that you and him had got into a fight.
Listen, King Yella like a little light skin. That's what I'm on. Let me tell you what happened. And it's just straight true. So, I was already in tour with King Yella. I told you, he had my son down there in Chicago when he got shot down there. Now, mind you, my son, he was like, at the time, he was like 12, 11. I'm not even knowing he is Chicago, right? So he go all the way down to Chicago. Next thing you know, he doing the video with this nigga that he gets shot. King Yella gets shot, and he don't shoot back. Why you with my son, he don't shoot back? That's my problem. You got my son with you, don't shoot back. Right? Right? So we was talking about that with Cam Capone, right? Then we gonna tell him when he first walked in, he manifested it. He said, look, he a goofy. I want you to do this, man. I want you to act like you hit me in my mouth and it's gonna go viral. So I already knew he wanted me to act like I hit him in his mouth, so I did it for real. Right? Because he do anything go up on the internet. So as soon as he game, I hit him with the bow, straight up to his mouth. Think he wants some clout, I'm gonna knock that tooth out then. On GD. They don't talk about my son no more.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I'm not stop.
Now, at first I thought it was they were playing the internet, but you're saying you actually put hands.
No, he tried to act like it was a play. He said, look, I want you to act like you hit me, because his teeth was already kind of like crack. He has a fake ass veneers, so his teeth was already kind of like crack. So
Are you drowning in payday loan debt? Have you taken up multiple payday loans and are unable to pay them
I
back?
think we had enough of them.
he was like, hey, act like you hit me a little bit so I can, ooh. I'm like, I bet. the whole time. I'm gonna hit this nigga for real. Cause he got me thought he was talking about my son. Nigga, don't talk about.
I'm gonna hit this for real. Alright. Yeah, that's 607 he's got a. I don't know where he'd be getting this information from. He said Jesus was a gangster. I think I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. We're gonna stream and start another